Good morning, happy Thursday to you. So it's Kit Thursday today, and today we're going to talk about both sides up. You might have seen these in the gym, you might have heard of them, you might have no idea what I'm talking about. Basically, morning Mary, basically it's this little bit of kit here, the Bosu. Okay, so the Bosu is a great bit of kit. It's not necessarily the cheapest bit of kit you can have at home, but it's such a versatile bit of kit that it's a great exercise equipment you can use at home. Not as doesn't take up as much space as a big exercise ball, but you can do just as much, if not more, stuff with it. So yeah, so I'm going to give you a little bit of I've got my jumper on, I'm absolutely boiling. Let me just take that jumper off. Right, yeah, really good rehab bit of kit, really good bit of strength kit, really good bit of mobility kit. And there's, you know, if you put Bosu into a YouTube search or anything, you'll get millions and millions of ideas of how to use it. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of an example today. So it's called the Bosu, both sides up. So basically you've got this dome side here, and you've got this flat side on the bottom. I've just shoved this out the garage because I haven't used it for a bit, so it's a bit dusty. And the flat side here, so you can exercise on both sides of it. So for example, if you're exercising on this top side, you've got a wobbly bottom, which I'm going to take those glasses off because I can't see very well using those glasses. Yeah, you've got a wobbly bottom. So this is really good, really good for balance type exercises, whether you're going to do like a press up on it, something like that. So you're taking that press up a step further because it's so much more little stabilizing muscles coming into action. When you're doing a press up on the floor, it's quite stable. The minute you come onto that unstable surface, you're firing a load more little muscles. It's a bit like the difference of when you're in the gym. It's a bit like when you're in the gym using, what's going on with my hair? If you're using machines, now machines have their place definitely, but on the whole, unless you're rehabbing something or working a specific muscle, which really doesn't relate very much to everyday life, because you don't use a specific muscle when you lift and move and twist and carry and stuff. So when you use those machines, you're just moving in a certain way, which isn't how you move in real life. So, you know, if you're in the gym, you should be using free weights, obviously with the right instruction, and this kind of thing is the same as well. You're using lots of stabilizing little muscles and all sorts of different things that come into play when you're taking that balance out. So really great for press ups, also good for standing on. Now watch me, I'll probably fall over if I try and do this now. You kind of have to get a good, so go into the middle, perhaps get a bit of balance, perhaps use something to, right, and then you take either side. Okay, can't see my head there, but then you can kind of rock, roll, really good for core stability, really good for proprioception, for your body being able to tell where it is in space and time. So, and then if you get really good, you can kind of wiggle yourself into the middle. And then perhaps come up onto one foot. Okay. All that kind of stuff. I'm conscious you can't see my head there. So that is a great bit of kit, that side up. Take it onto the other side, which is how most people use it. And you've got exactly the same again, in that you can do balancing type. This is really good. Hang on, let's just flip that up a little bit so you can see me a bit better. This is really good. I used it a lot when I was rehabbing my Achilles tendonitis, because kind of balancing on it, and again you're firing all those little muscles that you don't often use in sort of stabilizing that ankle joint. Get that core nice and engaged, and you can sort of, you know, do all sorts of stuff. Take it one step further and close your eyes and start bringing that proprioception as well. Really good. Okay, so it's good for that. Again, you can come down and do press ups on it, but what a lot of people use it for would be great for my hip replacement cover. Yes, it would, Jeanette, absolutely. What a lot of people use it for is kind of core kind of exercises. So sitting on it, literally, literally just holding it here. Okay, and just that instability is firing all the little muscles in the core. If you put your hands here and kind of wiggle, you can feel all sorts of stuff going on in your core. So this is great, just holding this kind of position. Okay, or you can actually come and do sit-ups on it. Here is relatively simple. Obviously, take it further back, depending on your core strength and ability, and then you adjust your kind of position on it, depending on where you are with things. Okay, take it there. Pretty good. I'm not a big fan of crunchies, and we'll talk about that another time. I prefer other ways of working the core, but this is a great piece of core equipment. What you can also do is lie on it front ways. You can bring into dorsal raises here. You can lift your feet up. Again, that kind of practice free fall parachuting, all sorts of stuff here. Let's just check some of these messages, see what we've got going on here. Yes, she's been practicing all morning. No, I haven't. And what a lot of people use it for as well is literally jumping on and off. So you can use it as a bit of a trampoline up in terms of, you know, jumping on up and down it here. Again, you're losing my head there. Jumping up and down it here, or let's push that back a little bit more. Or what you can do is kind of jump on and off it, which is a really good kind of dynamic little exercise as well. So you jump on, jump off, jump back, jump off, jump on, jump sideways, jump on, jump sideways. So again, you can see how quick you can turn this into a bit of a. And then if you're down the gym, when I did a course once, we were literally jumping from Bosu to Bosu. So what's the weight limit? They're pretty hefty, Mary. My one's gone down a little bit, but you can actually, it's pretty tough, really thick stuff. And you can, there's a little gizmo on the bottom there, you can blow it up to make it a little bit firmer. This one's quite squishy right now because I haven't used it all that much. So there are numerous things you can do. I could be here all morning telling you all the things you can do on a Bosu. But sometimes people see these in the gym and they think, what on earth is that bit of kit? What do I do in it? And they say you can do say rehab exercises, as we've spoken about, really good for that, just balancing. You can, you know, core, back, cardio, high impact, low impact. Really is a good bit of exercise kit. I will, I'll probably do one of our Friday hit routines on it one day, but I appreciate that not a lot of people have actually got them. So they're not cheap. I can't remember how much they are. They're about anywhere between sort of 50 and 100 quid, I think, depending on the type you get. But just remember, you get what you pay for. If you get a cheaper one, it might not be quite as robust. It might go down. This is one of the original Bosus. I think they're called all sorts of other things now, but the Bosu is the original name for them, both sides up. Okay, so that's a quick introduction to the Bosu, another bit of kit you can have at home if you don't want to go to the gym, or a bit of kit you can go to the gym and use if you didn't know how to use it before. So yes, it is good fun. And I will see you tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to do a hit session, bodyweight hit session. So join us at 10 o'clock with some workout gear on and yourselves and that Good Friday feeling, and we'll get set for the weekend with a bit of hit tomorrow morning. Hope you've enjoyed that. Throw me some hearts, throw me some likes if you've enjoyed it. Please feel free to share these Give It 10s every morning. Really do appreciate you trying to spread the Give It 10 word amongst all your friends if you think they might get something from this. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Toodaloo.